Hello guys, let's analyze GBPNZD. This is always effects. Okay, so I just want to show you the simplest way on how I do the market and how I approach the market. So usually what I would do, I would just look for a certain trend in that particular time frame, like in a weekly time frame. I'm just trying to figure out what is the direction of the market. So in this case, I can see that it is an uptrend which is forming highs, the lows, the higher high, the higher low, and the market is gonna be pushing up to go in from the new higher high. So now if you can have look, this is gonna be what impulsive move. This is gonna be a correction move. This is gonna be an impulsive move. This is gonna be a correction move. And then this whole move that is gonna come up here is gonna be a new impulsive move. So we can just try to forget about the past and try to concentrate on the latest information that we have, the latest structure that we have. So in this latest structure that we have, from this high to this low, we can see that we have a lower low, lower high, a lower low, and then the market pushed up to make this double top kind of thing. And then when it's supposed to go down to create the new lower low, it failed to do that. When it's supposed to go all the way down to create, remember this is a downtrend, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. But this downtrend is not just a downtrend; it's a downtrend which is a which is a correction of this impulsive move. So this correction was of this impulsive move. So this was the impulsive correction. So because this correction was supposed to carry on to be like this, and then this lowest point here failed to break below this lowest point right here, and then it started forming a new high like this: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, supposed to be lower high. But now the market decided to make a high, a low, and then it created a higher high. Therefore, after the market creates a higher high, there is a possibility that it's going to create the higher low right here, and then it goes again to go to create the new higher high. So this would actually make sense, because remember, on a weekly time frame, on the structure of a weekly time frame, we did say that this impulsive correction, and then we might be expecting to see an impulsive. So if we do see a structure which is forming higher high, higher low, higher high, and then this being a potential point of being a higher low, and then the market going up to go create a higher high, it is very likely to happen. So now we're going to do what? We're going to change the time frame and go to a daily time frame just to see how can we possibly enter this trade. So now this is what we have got here. So remember, this is the whole structure that we had. Remember, this was the correction, and then we broke and going up now. So we can simply say, let's just concentrate on this uptrend that has been formed up. So we can simply just concentrate on that uptrend, which is forming a higher high and then higher low, and then it came again, it formed the higher high. So which means impulsive correction, impulsive possible of a correction right here. So this being the correction right here. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to concentrate on the correction phase, because we want to catch the impulsive move. That is trading all about. We want to catch the impulsive move. So this being your correction, and then this being your correction as well. So which means we just want to study the correction phase, so that we can be able to do so that we can be able to catch the new impulsive phase that is about to form up. As you can see, this was the impulsive, and then it corrected. This is the move that we would have wanted to catch. So in this case as well, we might do something which looks like this, which is something which looks like this, as trying to catch this new impulsive phase. Okay, so now we're going to do gonna change the time frame. As you can see, this was the we're gonna concentrate on these 2 points right here. Even if you can use Fibonacci, you would see for this impulsive move. This was the golden zone where the market is likely to be turning at. So now we're gonna go to 4 hour time frame just to study this correction phase. So this is our correction phase right here. So the market has this high. So this high is gonna be like lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then the market would went all the way down to create this lower low, and then it went to create this high right here. If you can have a look, the market from this point right here, market created this structure towards the downside, and then it decided to close above this previous high. See, it just decided to close above this high right here, See this high right here, and then it created this change of character kind of thing to say now what there is a highly possibility that we might be possibly be going all the way up again. Yabo? So after the market created this, then you must be cautious now with okay, we can mark this as the lowest point because the market created a high, so which means there's highly possibility we might be going up from now. So after the market creates this high, you can also mark this high right here. I don't know if I'm not confusing you guys, but I will try to make it as simple as possible. So in this case, now we know that this was the previous high that broke and closed above this one. So when the market is going towards the downside, you must know that it is correcting. It is correcting. It is about to give the push, strong push, the impulsive towards the upside. Like in this case right now, we can see with the market gave us this strong push, and then it is kind of correcting. So if you can have a look at the structure, the way it is correcting, it is giving me something like lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then this was being supposed to go all the way down to create the new lower low, but it failed to break below this point, and then it went all the way to close above this point right here. So it makes me think like there is a highly possibility to say the market maybe can slightly pull down, and then from there it is gonna shoot all the way up. So I am taking a buying trade on this GBP USD right now. I mean GBP NZD. I'm definitely taking a buy right now, but I'm gonna have a stop loss which is slightly bigger because of the correction that is still needs to happen like here. But you can also wait for it, but just that in this case, I don't want to lie, I'm afraid to lose this trade, fear of missing out. Let me just put it that way. In this case, I'm just gonna say I have the fear of missing out on this trade because it's gonna be a very good trade for me. So I would rather, you see, this is a golden zone. So this is where the possibility of you maybe if you want to wait to take this trade, this is where maybe you can possibly wait until you trade. But I think I'm going to enter this trade right now. I think I'm going to enter this trade right now. I would rather have a very big stop loss because I think I have faith in this setup. So if you have no faith in this setup, you can wait for this golden zone of this impulsive move, this impulsive correction, and then you can enter with it there. Or you can even add position. But for now, I think I must just risk. I think I must just risk on this one, guys. I'm risking on this one. I know the big stop loss is gonna be slightly bigger. Let's go for hours and see how far we think this thing can go. Based on the based on this whole structure, this thing has to move all the way to this point right here, to the previous high. Remember the previous high? That is where it has to move. It has to move all the way to that point right there. So if you are looking at your risk to reward ratio, this is a very good setup. So your stop loss is actually not that big compared to the profit that you're gonna be making. So guys, think about it and tell me what you think about this whole setup. So yeah, this is how I think this GBP NZD is gonna play out from my side. Alus FX, I am out. Danko.